Today we're going to be talking about the best 11 outside the top 6. And
it's calm.
the top 6, the top 6 you finished, the top 6 last season. So you've got City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Leicester, and Tottenham. So any club outside of that 6, sorry Arsenal.
Are you surprised?
That's why I said Arsenal.
What do you have to say about that?
Arsenal panel people couldn't be on the pod today.
Is up for consideration. Just before we start, make sure you follow us on all social media pages. Fundamentals TV on Twitter, on Instagram, and make sure you subscribe as well.
Hey, subscribe. Get us to 100k followers, man.
Yeah, run that, man. Run that.
100 subscribers.
Slow down.
I thought we were blowing already.
Let us
Couple
know.
shouters going gas.
Also, let us know what discussions and what topics you'd like to see us debate on future episodes. Alright, so we're talking about the best 11 outside the top 6, and we're going to start with keeper.
Wait, before we get into that, you got intro.
Oh, sorry. I've just
It doesn't put the time. This is the
M1 show.
It's the family, innit? So I'm just used to you. Like,
This is the family.
Alright, so we'll start on our right here. Who have we got?
Let's see. Niggas know your favorite don't leave ball like Simba. Yeah.
For those who don't know, who do you play for?
Huh?
For those who don't know, who do you play for?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that one. If you see me, you see me, innit? If you know, you know, innit?
If you watch BT, you'll see. Hit it. That's all.
Enough said.
Next we've got
Obviously Ace, aka Yaya Toure Jr., aka Maduak.
you got your host today, M1er. On my left.
You got your favorite guy on the pod, Dance. Love.
So no more.
Never.
Just keep it simple. Nero one.
Shut up,
Fuck.
man.
Yeah, love.
Then off mic, we've got LV, yeah? Alright, cool. So, when we're talking about the keeper, I'm just saying everything is based on this season, so no one gets confused. It's all based on this season. So, when we're talking about the keeper, I feel like there's quite a few names that's up for contention. But I feel like there's maybe 2 clear main runners for me at least. But I went with Martinez. I feel like Martinez is having an amazing season, and that reflects Aston Villa's season as well. A couple performances you might be like he's done poor, but there's a lot of games where he's really kept them in it or stopped the scoreline from getting worse. I feel like the only game you can point to where he had a bad game was probably the Leeds game where they got washed like 4-0 or 4-1 or something. But apart from that, he's had a really good season. Is there?
Yeah, I think that's a decent shout. Obviously, I thought he was a bit underrated as well because obviously where Arsenal were at, innit? And guys didn't really know about him because of Leno as well, innit?
But even before Leno, he was there before Leno as well.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been there for time. Literally,
was
that
he
little,
there at Ospina's time as well?
that little period that Leno got injured, like really just gave him the opportunity to just showcase what he's got, and like you could just see that he's really a hard goalkeeper.
I think now he's coming into the limelight, innit? But me personally, I went for Nick Pope, innit? Bradley.
Pope, I considered him as well,
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a couple of informs of ultimate team as well.
I think going forward,
Nah, he has been going. Nah, I've been watching his performances as well, bro. Like, especially against Liverpool, for example, he's been putting shift against us, man.
I think going forward, I think Southgate should consider.
Consider Nick Pope.
I think Southgate should consider him for that.
I can't like Nick
For the
Pope.
Euros, innit?
Nick Pope probably is
I think he's
England's
England's best
defender.
keeper.
Let's go.
Yeah, of course, bro. Pickford's shit, bro. I don't know why guys keep thinking Pickford. He keeps putting Pickford in there,
Pickford's
bro.
playing basketball.
With little fucking T-Rex arms, bro.
I don't rate him.
Shit, bro.
Respect the Arsenal.
He's small. That's why he's like 6'2" for a keeper.
Yeah, but there's special
But
keepers.
that's- yeah, but Kepa's short as
Leno,
shit, bro.
Leno ain't exactly tall.
Casillas was never the.
Kepa's
Yeah.
tall.
Casillas was like
Kepa's tall.
Casillas was like 6'4".
He said Kepa, but Kepa's tall.
Yeah, but
Kepa's like 6'5".
Your point is invalid. Like.
well, we're talking about
This
Premier
is
League.
Crystal
We're talking about
Proof. He only
Casillas.
watches Liverpool.
Alright,
bro.
cool, yeah, it's calm.
What is this guy talking? What are you talking about,
Bro,
fam?
don't worry, it's calm.
Anyway, Nero, who
Pick for
did
shit.
you have? Who did you have?
No, I agreed with Martinez. I was going to say Martinez as well. He's just been solid. That no one really says, oh, he's good, but this. Everyone's just saying he's getting better and better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, there's honourable mentions like Pope and like other keepers.
Leno.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Arsenal. We have to bring.
Apart from that,
Apart from
Blanda.
that,
That's playing handball. I can't lie. I don't know what he was thinking. You know, the balls come out like
The ball
that.
was skidded, yeah,
Nah.
and then he just tried to like I don't know why he done.
The thing is, the ball's coming to him. He's had so much time to watch the ball and
No one was
to
pressing
decide
as
what he's
well. I
doing.
get-
That's what I'm saying.
No one was even pressing like that. Like
I
Even if
feel
he
like
missed the ball,
I
bro.
feel like he tried to kick it, but it wasn't even windy when he first. I don't even know.
Nah, bro,
man. It was just
I
gazing.
was snitch, man.
because you had
Gazing.
remember the Tottenham keeper Gazzaniga when he went and took out Thingy, the Chelsea player. For his name, they just bug out.
Oh
it just
yeah,
happens.
when he took out.
It actually happens, but that's a weird bug out. Like even if you miss the ball, like I don't think.
But do you might think it's possible to put Martinez as there because of like Arsenal's record this season? Because It's a bit hard because like
Yeah, because
Oh, you mean Leno?
I hear that still.
You mean Leno?
Martinez.
Because I feel like a lot of people compare. No, but I feel like a lot of people.
Wait, what? What's he mean? Wait, hold on a second.
I was about to back him as well. Let me leave it. I tried to explain it for him, but let me leave it.
We even asked him. Like, Arsenal.
Eden, we're gonna move on.
No.
Hey, wait.
Put him in the lamp.
Be careful of that.
That's right.
So wait,
It's the
Sam,
elbow.
did you have anyone different?
I literally had. It was out of Pope and Martinez for me, but I had Martinez because I feel like he's been one of the better keepers in this league, not just in the outside the top 6.
Do we have any honourable mentions? Like
Honourable mentions.
like-
I feel like.
Well, maybe you can let me say my keeper and then we can go to honourable mentions.
You got a different one, brother.
No, I haven't, but I'll like to say my one as well, you know? I'm a part of the pod, just in case you didn't realise. Sir. Yeah. I picked Martinez as well. But yeah, nah, Nick Pope, hard. I was going to say Schmeichel, but obviously he's in Leicester, so we can't pick him. But they're the 3 that I've kept my eye on. That
Outside the top 6, I feel like the top 3 keepers are Martinez, Leno, and Pope.
I feel like there's a lot of
Ariola's been doing decent over Fulham.
You know,
He's not been doing bad.
I gave him that
But
shout.
you know, you can't say a lot
Nah,
on
he's
that
not
at the
doing
bottom.
bad. Nah, but
I
he's
think-
just
I
average.
think,
Like, it's not a shout where he's getting picked. No way. But I'm saying, as I mentioned, he's been doing decent.
I feel
Not
like,
been bad.
like as a team, they're not performing well, but I feel like Darlow for Newcastle has been playing very well.
Yeah, he had good like.
Like he's really
Couple
stepped
games.
Tell
up.
like,
But
they did have someone else as well.
He's really stepped up
Guaita,
in
the
the
Crystal
cracks.
Palace
Yeah.
keeper as well. He's
I was literally about to say, what's his Saganika?
Guaita, bro.
What?
Gaza, no.
That's Tottenham's keep. Guaita is.
No, it's not
Crystal
Guaita,
Palace.
it's
What
Sag-
team? What team?
Crystal Palace, the keeper.
Guaita.
Oh, he's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Who was he
I was
saying?
so
This guy-
off, bruv.
This guy's
Was it not Gazzaniga or something? Nah, I don't even know.
Gazzaniga's Tottenham's keeper.
Oh shit, no, but what's his name?
Can't you know?
How do you say his name?
It's okay, you know.
No, how do you say his name? How do you say his name? I'm asking that question.
Guaita.
Google.
I'll edit this whole thing out, you know. Guaita, yeah, man, he's hard still.
Who does he say? He was getting S, bro. He got something.
I thought it was Sagito or something like that.
Alright, cool, so
We're all agreeing. Emmy Martinez.
Martinez keeper. 100%.
He doesn't know some players, bro.
Bro, I don't know the names sometimes, but I know who they are.
Alright, let's move on to the 2 centre halves. So when you look at the centre backs, of course, I feel like as being a top centre back, especially in the league this season, you don't really need to be at a top 6 club. There's been a lot of good centre backs.
Trying to look up my list.
No, I was just curious.
Since you're looking, who do you have?
Yeah, who do
I
you
have
have?
Vestergaard in there.
Because you
Yeah,
looked at my
and-
look
No, I was looking at Vestergaard.
What's got on here?
No, but see, this is where I was challenged a bit. Yeah.
This is where I was challenged.
This is-
a bit.
I was
I was
really-
looking at
This is
Darnell, man.
called lack
Yeah.
of preparation.
I was
Yeah.
conflicted.
It's
but
called being a
I'll
sheep.
I'll
That's what it is.
I'll put Gabriel in there.
But who's you conflicted with?
So Gabriel and but then I thought as well because he's in the top 6.
Shit, man.
I thought he was in the top 6. That's why, innit? But nah, like there's a few honourable mentions, bro. Like Mings has been very good as well. Apart from that mistake at Man City.
I'm not really a big fan of Mings. I can't lie.
Why?
I just feel like
He's
there's
strong, powerful. Quick
yeah,
as well,
but
like-
there's so many centre backs that are that
wrong
and
with-
more.
No, there isn't,
What's wrong
bro.
with him?
There's so many centre backs
What's
that are that
What's
and
wrong
more.
with him?
I'm like Sam. I'm not the biggest fan of Tyrone Mings.
Yeah, like
I
I feel like he's
I
good.
feel like-
He's alright,
top
but
6 though. What's wrong with him?
outside the top 6, yeah, he's good. But I feel like he's a bit
There's
basic.
better shouts than him. outside
Exactly, that's
the
what I'm
top
saying.
six.
I'm not saying he's bad, but there's are definitely like way better centre backs than
Yeah, I
him.
think-
That add a bit more as well.
Who would you say is better than him? Not your,
Connor Cody.
Yeah, Cody, yeah.
Cody's better than Tyrone Mings.
Yeah.
100.
Easily.
Yeah, well, I picked...
Lewis Dunk, Ben White.
think of Walter
Yeah, I picked
Scott.
Vestergaard and Gabriel as well. That's why it's a bit surprising that ever since he
Nah,
looked
man,
at
I
he's got the
swear,
same one
you
as
know,
me.
on my
It's a
life.
bit weird.
You know what?
It's a bit of a coincidence,
You know what?
but we will move on.
He must have looked at mine as well, because that's the two I've
You know
got.
what?
That's the
You
two.
know what, Sam? I put them 2 as well. So
I
He
swear.
can't think for himself, can he?
That's the real sheep. Fucking hell.
Put my life on it, sees this. I just look. Don't trust these guys.
What do you mean these guys?
Go, what? It's
Now, what did you mean by that? What did you mean by that?
It's gone. It's gone.
Vestergaard and Connor Cody.
Yeah.
I think
No.
I mentioned Vestergaard in the other episode as well.
Yeah.
I think for what he's doing for Southampton.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
No.
And Connor Cody for Wolves as well. I think he's been one of the most consistent players, isn't it? So, yeah, that's my two, innit?
Why would you have Connor Cody over Gabriel? Why would
Yeah,
you
that's
have
what
one
I'm
of the
curious
other?
about that.
Like one over the other?
I don't know, man. It's just sometimes it's hard for me to put Gabriel in it because of Arsenal's record, innit? I even mentioned him.
The
Like,
thing is, Wolves are doing worse than Arsenal, and I feel like when you look at Gabriel, he won Player of the Month like 3 times for Arsenal straight.
As soon as he came,
like he's a new player and he's come to the Premier League and he's
really
established himself.
Adjusted
like,
good.
very well. That's my thing with Gabriel. He had that mistake where you got the red card.
Yeah.
But apart from that, you can't point to a game where he's played bad. Conor Cody against Liverpool was woeful.
Even this
I think there's been better games. Conor Cody's been.
No, but this year,
but this year, my third option. He was my third.
This year, Conor Cody. This year, Wolves only won 1 game. Just shows how bad the defensive record has been this year. So it's a bit tough to put Conor Cody over Gabriel.
And I feel like even the centre backs at like West Ham, like Ogbonna and Balbuena, like they're doing. I feel like
even Dawson.
I feel like they're doing. Yeah, I feel like
they're doing better than him, or are they doing well as a team?
When you look at West Ham,
definitely their record this season.
But as a unit, they defend well. As a unit,
West Ham individually are not good. Like individual players, they're not all that.
They're not amazing, but they have good structure.
As a team, structurally.
Yeah, but Tottenham get praised for defending well as a team. I don't think they're.
They have good individual.
I don't think the centre backs are amazing though. But
as
a unit,
I think West Ham. There's some pretty good individuals, but. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but they defend as a team, which kind of takes away from the individual performance. But
100%.
But obviously, individual performances still need to be like.
But I would never argue with the Gabriel show, innit?
Yeah,
obviously he's done well, even considering where Arsenal are.
Also, props to Bednarek as well. He did get a red card yesterday, but I feel like he's been playing well. Like that Southampton, when him and Vestergaard play together, they're a very solid unit. So,
but then it makes you question a bit, like as soon as Vestergaard's out, man, like. Getting a red card, he's not playing as amazing.
He's been out, Ings has been out.
Yeah, kind of like Southampton got hit by injuries.
Walker Peters has been out. There's a lot of people who's out. Like their first team.
But I swear that's when you need that guy though, just someone to just grab it by the balls, like something to just be like,
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Grab it by the horns, innit? Like grab it by the horns, and then like that's when you need them kind of players to show up. Though that's what my point is. Like you need them guys that are just gonna be like, I'm here to be counted for. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, that's
alright. So listen to everyone. Everyone had
Vestergaard and Gabriel.
But yeah, I feel like
it's a close. Cody's a close second, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give it.
I feel like Gabriel's much better than him. Looking at fullbacks, I want to go into right backs because I really like mine. So I want to go to right back.
You start first.
Yeah, I'll happily. I've got Matty Cash.
Matty Cash.
He's going in.
I feel like he's come from Brentford, from Championship, come to the Premier League and just established himself. Like he's a very good right back. Like going forward,
you could tell even watching Championship, he was going to be a Premier League right back.
Like that guy.
He was going to get copped.
That guy is just
and like it was so obvious. Like he's in my team as well, right back. And I didn't think anyone else was going to pick him. If I was honest, I didn't know if watching Villa like that. I didn't know, but like he definitely for sure like he's been pocketing a couple guys as well. He's been playing well, and he can go forward and defend like rough, aggressive. Yeah, man, and he's got like tech as well. Like pick a diag out, hit a man's chest. Like he's good, man. Nah, he's hard. I just rate him a lot. So
very balanced,
especially outside the top 6. So
since you lot were saying you didn't have him, who did you have in your list?
I went Lamptey still.
You went Lamptey?
Yeah, so I can't lie.
That was my second.
I thought about the Matty Cash show, innit? But I just feel like Lamptey being a young player to come into Brighton, like it's not easy. How old is he? 19, innit?
19,
he's performing like, and him himself, like he's a small guy. He's defended well against a couple man.
Yeah, I picked up Lamptey.
And he provides that attacking element.
Yeah,
so
definitely. I feel like when Brighton attack here, they really go out to that right hand side just because of him and his pace and everything.
I feel like the thing about Lamptey is that I feel like he started the season very well. But recently, like he hasn't been
a lot of injuries and everything.
Injuries and that. I get it. Lamptey's like.
But when you look,
I was the one that was bigging him up for the underrated and that thing. But when you compare the two, I was comparing both of them. The aerial threat from Lamptey, like he's been getting caught out. I don't know if you've been watching some games. He gets caught out and he's young. So in the future, he's gonna be one of the best 100. But it's just now, it's like. It's a shame.
But what M1 mentioned about the drop up is hard, isn't it? Because he's at Brighton, innit? There's not a lot that he can do, especially playing at right back, innit? If he was playing winger and you said he dropped off, I'll give you that, innit?
Oh, cool.
Playing right back at Brighton, innit? Like, it's not easy, innit?
Also, I just feel like there's actually. You say yours before.
No, see, it was between because I'm a huge fan of Lamptey as well, innit? But you can't deny what Cash has been doing, especially with Aston Villa are at the moment, innit? They're just very consistent with it, and he's been consistent. The defense has been consistent, so you have to give him props. Like it's not like they haven't had injuries as well. Maybe not as severe as other clubs.
Yeah.
But it's just like in my team, like if you needed balance, I would have picked Cash. But in a team like, for example, Liverpool supporter, if I needed someone going forward, I'm picking Lamptey because he's got that area, that attacking threat.
See, my thing with Lamptey is that I feel like he's done very well, but I feel like there's other right backs that I'd even put above him outside the top 6.
No,
when you look at Kufal for West Ham, that guy's a player. I'd pick him over Lamptey. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
If I'm honest, I'm picking Cash first just because of the overall game. He's like a mature player. Lamptey is still young and he's gonna be the wicked. He's gonna be the best. I think he is.
Argument, if I put Lamptey in the Villa squad, bro, he does the same, if not better, as what Cash is doing, bro.
That's very true.
Defensive. No, it's the defensive element.
Put Lamptey in a good team, bro.
Yeah.
It's the defensive.
I'm gonna.
Lamptey amazing
I think you
attacking.
must sleep on his defensive element, though.
No, man.
He's not.
But it's not like
he's not.
I was the one that
you don't see him get streamed, man.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's what
about,
I'm saying.
but that's not the part of being. That's great. He's strong in that, but there's positioning. There's timing of tackles. There's so many other things you need to understand. For like, I know the modern day fullback, all that stuff. I know attacking, he's amazing, bro. His pace is like wow. Like,
But you never.
but it's just like aerial threat, positioning sometimes. And he's just he's kind of naive. Like when he'll attack here and leave so much space behind. You got to remember, as you said, you're playing for a team Brighton. You're not playing for Liverpool, Man City, where the guys are good enough to cover you. You know what I mean? So that means you're leaving a big chunk for these guys to just penetrate. It's just hard.
Another thing about him defensively is I feel like he's protected by a bank of 3 centre backs, which is Cash isn't afforded that same thing going forward. So I can argue if Cash is in Brighton's team, he can look as beautiful going forward as he does. Where he has Dunk and Ben White and Webster, all like a bank of 3 centre backs behind him, he can fly up the pitch as much as he wants. He doesn't have to worry about doing so much defensively when you've got 3 centre backs sitting back there to do the job for him. So I just feel like Cash offers you everything, going forward, backwards. I just feel like he's a better player. There's other right backs I'd pick over.
Lamptey was my second though. He was. That's the two. I was
fourth. I'd be
I was
I
in
mean,
between. That's
so
the two.
right now it looks like Lamptey's been outvoted by Cash. So we're gonna have Cash at right back.
Who'd you pick?
No, I said Cash.
This is
But
Cash.
you know what
Okay,
it is,
cool.
yeah. You're not saying Lamptey's defensive work isn't good and all that, but you
No,
don't
it's good.
hear about him getting violated or like
That's
he
my- that's my
getting
thing,
bullied
yeah.
on the
That's
right.
It's not about hearing it. It's
Like,
about watching
no,
it.
but
Like,
like,
you-
yeah,
you
but,
do
like,
as a-
but I don't watch them on a daily basis.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
It's
what
hard
I'm
for
saying?
you
But
to-
whenever I watch them, bro, I never see like Lamptey's there just getting pressured in everything that's happening.
Not getting
So,
pressured,
like,
but
he's always
like,
holding his own.
if
bro.
you're comparing the two, that's what I'm saying. Like you need to watch probably the games and stuff. And like comparing the two, Matty Cash defensively is better than him, but he can also offer that going forward as well. Like the quality of passes that he does. Oh my days! But then with Lamptey, Lamptey's better going forward, but. I just think as an all-round, I don't know. I'm looking for a seasoned player, I guess.
It'd be interesting to see Lamptey like a better team, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like in a better team, he'll be one of the best right
fair
backs.
assessment,
I agree. I love him, but yeah.
Cool. So Cash.
Comment down below who you'd have right back, innit?
Yeah, 100.
But no,
I
I
don't
don't
hear
know.
that.
It's actually a tough.
Ooh,
Tough?
12.
What?
Too fairy? Before we move on to left back, there's another like name I want to give a shout. Like, you might not like personally agree, but I feel like Luke Ayling for Leeds. Like, I feel like he's a player as well. Like I feel like he's done really well. Like I personally, you might not agree, but I'd have him over Lamptey as well.
I wouldn't have him.
Nah, I wouldn't have him.
Me honestly, but I think
Honourable
he's
mention,
good though.
but
No, but he's
nah.
good though. The way he does that Leeds role, it's a lot of running.
Their team is
Random, it's a lot of running. The way they, the way they
It's
play is
high
different.
intense football, 90 minutes. That's true.
Actually, but yeah.
Alright, so moving on to the other fullback.
I think it's a no-brainer.
I feel like there's
No-brainer.
two names that you can have,
Okay.
but I feel like I'm set.
I feel like this one's
Okay,
gonna be
okay, I wanna
a bit.
hear-
Alright, Sam, let's go to you.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
who yours is.
Everyone knows Everton man,
Look at
Digne.
Okay, see that's the argument
I went there
then.
as well.
Digne versus Tierney.
Thank
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Exactly, that's the
I'll
argument.
Digne versus.
I'll be honest, yeah. I gotta give you props as well because I draw you out
Thank
when
you.
you're wrong. I'll give you props.
No, you just drew me out. Full stop.
No.
You just drew me out. Full
I'll
stop.
give you the compliment now. You've made me look at him a bit more than I usually did.
Thank you. Because
And
when
he
I tried
deserves it,
to mention him before, guys were saying,
Before you was mentioning him like compared to like the whole league. In the whole league, he's still great. He's still great.
I'll still put him up there.
I think
He's up there.
I'm still putting
He's
him
up
up
there,
there.
yeah, 100%. But in this circumstance, he's number one right now.
He's number one, and in the league,
Yeah, I take Digne.
How, bro? Tierney's been sick, fam. He's been so
we ain't
hard,
saying he's
bro.
been shit. Digne just better.
Because even last episode, like it might even be contradictory. Like I did say Tierney, but then
Yeah.
I've actually looked at Digne and he's like, bro, like some of the stuff that he's doing is
It's
Yeah,
mad.
like,
Like he should be
he's
in
really
the
good.
France
It's
team.
good.
That's
Over, you don't like it?
What you saying for left back?
Of course he's saying Tierney.
It's Arsenal, man. Of course he is.
No, but like, come on, I think he lot too like saying Digne. Like Tierney is bro.
No, bro.
Tierney was my second.
Well, it's not a
He's
bad
my second.
thing. It's not a bad thing to come second place to Dean.
He's my second.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but bro, like Digne, bro, come on, bro. You don't think who do I want left back outside the top 6 and you're like Digne.
I don't like
Thinking
top
Tierney,
six.
bro.
Wait, hold on. What are you saying?
Bro, trust me, innit? What are you talking about? Of course I have Tierney over Digne.
Nah, I rate him. Even last episode, I picked him, but then you have to. Some say I don't know if you go back and watch. Like,
Okay, so
I was watching them. Like,
Personally,
Would
I
you say
think
Luke Shaw?
he's the best.
Would you say Luke Shaw? Like, excuse the concept. Do you think Luke Shaw is better than Digne?
No.
Okay, so I'd have to exactly then. But I personally,
I don't
really
think
rate Luke Shaw.
Shaw is better than Tierney. So what are you talking about?
Oh, of course I'm saying that, man. No, but Tierney's better than Digne.
What was your point,
No, 'cause
fam?
I was gonna say Luke Shaw's better than Digne, and Tierney's better than Luke Shaw.
No, Digne is the best out of that list.
I think personally, I think Digne is the second best left back in the league.
100%.
Robertson.
But like, come on, man. I think
If you ignore all the injuries, Digne has been one of.
hey, don't you dare.
No, if you ignore all the injuries and everything, Digne has been one of. Digne has been one of Everton's fundamental players.
Let's. None of us here are saying Tierney is a bad player. Like he's a very quality player. And the Arsenal side, he really looks amazing as well.
100%.
Like,
Especially when that left side is Tierney and Saka on the
He's so aggressive as well.
Like no one's denying his ability. Like he's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just Digne is just cut from a different cloth.
You know, he's just a bit of class.
He's built different. He's just built
You
different.
might make them sound like
Like-
they're different classes, like.
They're not.
He's saying cut from a different class.
He is
You know what I say that?
Digne is set one.
And the
Tierney's
championship
like, you know when set one's full. So like you just have to break for set 2 for
No!
now. But like once someone leaves, you're in there.
Okay.
It's
So
like
like
that.
this, yeah, the students at set 2 would always have more fun and get better grades sometimes than set 1 though.
The key word there.
But
The key
set
word
one is
there
set
was
one.
sometimes.
But set 1 is set 1.
Bro, set 1s are full of nerds, bro. Set 2s were like the cool kids who are smart, go to.
What's wrong with being a nerd?
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I just wouldn't classify myself. I don't know why you man are doing that. Tierney's better than
Hey, he's
Digne.
been. I'm thinking he's getting being put pressure.
Hey, you know what? I'm not having that.
You know what? So it's 4v1. Well, 4v2 because LV said Tierney as well, but Digne is.
Digne is in.
Well, you're just copying other people, bro.
Where did that
come from?
No one can back this one. No one's backing this one. No one's backing this. No one's backing this. No one's backing this one.
I mean, moving forward, you don't say Digne, fair enough.
Outside.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I just say I'd have in my team I'd have Tierney.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and then this team will have Digne.
Okay,
Okay.
But
they
outside,
didn't have Digne. You just back it.
outside of
I started this.
outside of Tierney and Digne, is there any other left backs that you look at and you're like, oh, he's a good player?
Outside the top 6.
Yeah.
No names really
No,
spring to
outside
mind.
of the two that we mentioned, is there anyone that you feel like?
No names really spring to mind.
West Ham left back. Cresswell, is it?
Oh yeah, I had Cresswell was third
pretty
place
well,
in
man.
mine.
I used to
And the
remember.
last
Cresswell
game,
was
last
first
game he
in
played really well as well.
Yeah.
What, against Liverpool?
No, last game against us he played well.
Do you-
Like,
do you-
That was the last game.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Do you man think that he has a shout to get back into the England team? Or future?
Nah.
Really?
Who's in the left back again?
Luke Shaw starts.
They did, last time they had an international game, they didn't have a left back.
Damn.
No, I don't know how they're not putting Luke Shaw in there. But
Yeah, Luke
Bro, the
Chile-
manager
Chile
of
gets
England-
short.
Ahead of him.
Bro,
Yeah, Chile, yeah, he's not. I don't think, but
He didn't even
Yeah,
have,
well,
he didn't even have
he
Saka.
deserves it.
I'd have Luke Shaw.
Yeah, everyone say that because you know how what Luke Shaw's been doing this season.
Nah, bro, I've been rating Luke Shaw since.
He's
time,
been doing
yeah.
this thing.
Like, I always-
Ever since we slandered him, he's been
Yeah,
pulling
literally,
out.
it's so true, though. That
Nah, I always
Palmer.
rated
The power of the
Luke
pod.
Shaw. Nah, I always rated
I'm saying I'm picking Cresswell over Luke Shaw.
Cresswell.
You're
No,
a
chill.
hater.
Wait. The West Ham
That's
left
bad hate, bro.
That's mad.
You're a hater, bro.
Get that hate-
You just can't talk.
get that hate out
You
your
know what
mouth.
it is, yeah? It's
Oh,
like, even
this is the
Sam-
same hate you have for Walker.
Get that hate
No,
out.
no,
It's
no,
true.
no,
It's
no,
true, bro.
What do you mean? Walker's
It's
no. Walker's dead, bro. I don't care what anyone says. I agree with Ace on that. Walker's air, bro. Just run up.
You don't even get into that, bro.
I didn't want to get into that as well. Well, man said Cresswell over.
The same.
When you reply-
you know what? Yeah, you know
You know-
what? We'll just wait for next episode.
To be continued.
But is there anyone else you want to give a shout out to at left back?
No,
Apart from that, no.
No,
Not even I feel like Target has been good.
no.
What?
No.
He's been
He's been good, but he's not like the top 3 left backs. or anything.
No, I just said
He's
an
been doing well, like.
no, but it's just an honourable mention. Come on, Digne is head and shoulders above the rest of them.
Stop saying that, man.
He is.
Tierney's not, bro. Tierney's not far behind iron if you know what I'm
We're
saying.
not calling Tierney
He's
shit.
saying heads and shoulders above all of them, bro. What do you mean?
Because he's a top left back.
So is Tierney, bro.
He is, but he's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's just not the same.
Alright, cool. Let's carry. Alright, so we're saying Dini, innit?
Yeah.
Come.
Thank you.
Alright, cool. So just to go over the names that we have right now. So in goal, we've got Emi Martinez, Aston Villa keeper. Right back, we've got Matty Cash, Aston Villa right back. Centre backs, we've got Vestergaard and Gabriel, Southampton and Arsenal. Then left back, we got Digne. Nero has Tierney. It's okay, man.
Nah, man.
It's okay.
I'm actually.
It's okay.
But the rest of us have Digne at left back.
Rightly so.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna go on to we'll just do left winger because I feel like left wing is quite.
Yeah.
I thought like everyone's gonna have. It's gonna be unanimous.
But we can give him like some props and such. But I thought for me it was Grealish.
Yeah, so.
I had Pepe. I was fucking lying. I hate that guy. No way. Grealish, of course.
Wait, but can I just?
That man's face killed me.
Can I just is Grealish a left mid or a CM?
He's a left wing.
Nah, it's left wing, but you can play in the
play
middle.
CM.
You can play Cam though. He's more of a Cam, innit?
What would you consider him as?
Bro,
No,
he plays
Left wing.
I would consider, bro. I don't know. I would consider.
So how do you play? It's like a
no.
left
The
LAM.
thing is,
You know
but
that
if
way? He
that's
tucks
what I'm
in,
saying, if
he
you see
tucks
him
in,
play, he's very central.
Yeah, but
most of the time.
that's just
how they
the
play,
style.
yeah.
He's
You
a
right.
left winger.
But even himself, he knows he's a Cam CM. So like,
I
would
think he
you?
can do both.
Oh, in his
Would
mind,
you?
yeah?
No, but that's what obviously. Obviously, I know. I've been there a couple of times. No, but obviously, when he's on his interviews and everything, he says this and everything. Yeah, he said this.
Wait,
When have you been there?
Wait,
Huh?
When have you been there?
wait.
Obviously, I'm not interviewing now. I'm watching interviews on YouTube and that.
He didn't say
There's a
that.
couple in there.
No.
I'll send you the link.
Ricardo.
I'll send you the link, fam.
He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes.
Don't try pressure me. Don't try pressure me.
Liar.
Listen, no,
I'm
I'm being serious. But everyone knows he's a Cam.
I think,
But they
it's
just
because
shift him to the left.
he tucks in, man. He tucks in a lot as
That's
a
what
left
I'm
winger.
saying. He's a cam.
A lot of wingers cut in, but I would put him Cam in it.
So I had Grealish on my team, but I just
But
didn't
he's
have
a
him
winger,
as a left mid.
I
had Zaha.
Isn't he a striker?
I had Zaha.
He's been playing striker this
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
But
This
left
guy,
mid. But he's playing to the left mid. What the hell? He hasn't been playing strike. He's a winger. He's played in the wing this season as
like Man
well.
United and Martial, like we know Martial is not a striker.
Yeah, but like,
they put him there
but
'cause
it's not even like that because
Zaha's a
Zaha,
winger.
it's not even like that because Zaha's been playing on the left mid a lot more than Martial's been playing on the left mid. So that's why I put him in
Martial's
left
been
mid.
playing up front, I swear.
Bro, you've just watched Liverpool already, yeah?
He doesn't watch football.
Bro, he doesn't even start anymore. That guy fucking bench warmer, bro.
But we all had Grealish, right?
Yeah, of course. But we need to add an honourable mention, innit?
Alright, who's your honourable mention?
Zaha.
I thought
He's having a great season.
I thought he played up front, that's why I didn't.
Nah, he plays both, innit? Like, it depends up to you. Like, he's
But-
been playing both.
Yeah,
so-
but Grealish is amazing. I can't lie.
yeah, bro, he's
Amazing.
He's
he's been
been one of the best players in the league.
100%.
man. Literally.
Yeah, 100%. If no team nabbed. Wait, how long is he at Aston Villa for?
I think
Like, when?
he's signing a new deal, no?
Alright, but
Player of the season shout?
Someone needs to buy him.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, if he continues.
Alright, just to wrap it up for this half of the segment. So we've been over our keeper, right backs, centre backs, and left back, and then we've got big boy Jack at left mid, possibly player of the season.
Socks low like
Formation
Grealish.
4-4-2, right?
Formation is 4-4-2.
Yeah,
We'll go over the rest in the next segment. Yo, my people, and we're back for the second half. For the
Back in the game with stuttering.
Man went.
I didn't even start.
Alive, I said, I've given up.
Still go break.
So,
Cool. With the names that we've got so far in our like best team outside the top six, we've got our keepers Martinez, right back Cash, two centre backs Vestergaard and Gabriel, left back Luka Dean.
He said Gadin. He did not hear that, bro.
nothing
He said
wrong with the way you said
He
it,
said
man.
Luka Digne, bro. He said Gadin. Oh, you man are finished. Nah, you man are finished. But Jamal, you heard that, innit? Bro, come on, bro. Nah, you man are finished. What? Bro, you tried to say left.
you know what, yeah? Either clap again, we're gonna just
Nah,
we're gonna go again.
Why?
Alright, cool.
Cool.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, my people, we're back again with the second half of this episode, and we're talking about the best Excite outside of the top six.
I didn't do that. It's beginning, innit?
At goalkeeper, we've got Martinez. Right back, we've got Cash. Our two centre backs are Vestergaard and Gabriel. At left back, we've got Digne or Dean.
You said Dean.
Whatever, bro. Then at left winger we've got Jack Grealish, potential player this season. Alright, so when you look at, let's go right winger first.
Yeah.
So when you look at the right wingers, Ace, what names are you thinking of?
I went Hammers. I think he's been good for Everton. Obviously, I mentioned him in the last few episodes, innit?
You got a love for him, innit?
Nah, man was good, man.
like
I don't
him
think
a lot,
he gets enough accolades, innit? I think what he's doing for... What's funny, bro?
It's just the way I was just looking at everything in there, but yeah,
Is
seriously,
anything gonna...
I'm actually I'm just listening, man.
I'm intrigued.
I'm actually listening. What? James Rodriguez is about?
Yeah.
Cool.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
I was back.
If he was lifted,
He said it very quick. That's what I was
I
looking.
feel like Hammers, like, he started the season very well.
Yeah.
He's a good shot, especially playing for that Everton side. I feel like they wouldn't be where they were without him.
Yeah.
Quality. But I'm sure they play him on the left though, if I'm not mistaken.
They play him on
You're
the
mistaken.
I'm just thinking. I just remember him playing like Diags.
He's like Grealish.
Yeah, he goes centre mid.
Bro.
Yeah, he goes centre
Cool,
mid.
I just-
I was thinking about that as well.
Because that's the thing in my head. I just remember
You
him
don't
playing
remember the
Diags.
start of the season?
I'm thinking it was Cam.
I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, but he
Rodriguez switches it to Digne.
Oh yeah.
But what happens is he starts on the right, innit? He just drips inside the midfield, innit?
Fair.
Yeah, man, he does string the play together, innit?
Yeah, he
He's
does,
central to what Everton do as a team, innit?
Yeah,
And I think he fits well with Ashley. I think Ashley's fully.
Yeah, I think he knows it.
Yeah, they were together at Real Madrid and
He
everything.
knows
so
it
yeah.
properly. You need managers like that sometimes, man. You're the one that they actually know a player. They know. They can get the best out of them. I like
It's
that.
like Sorry and Jorginho. TC.
Literally.
Yeah.
What about who did you have, Sam?
I had Saka.
Yep.
See that? Hey, I had Saka. Saka.
Why don't you think Saka?
You just don't like him, innit?
Bro, I can't lie. You know what? You know what it is? Before the debate was, Saka, is he the best teenager or whatever, best under 21s? He's up there in the
this
league, man.
season,
This season, you gotta respect his thing.
I'll say my one
Main
because
player.
obviously last episode I will say Greenwood, and I'm sticking by it because but right now playing right wing.
Outside
The form outside the top six, Man United are in our top six, so you can't pick Greenwood.
It's
so
Saka,
like,
bro.
I was stuck between Saka and Neto, like putting them two between them two there. That
I'm
was
sure
two.
Neto plays on the left as well.
Is it? Is it on the left?
Might be put this on the right. I don't watch
But
it.
Yeah,
it's-
I said Foden.
No, Podence plays more like as a cam because they obviously play three at the back.
But that's the two. That's the two I was juggling, Neto and Saka. But yeah, no, I was going with Saka. But that's due to obviously we're saying this season, right?
Yeah.
And this season he's had an amazing season. We can't.
That just proves how
You have to.
good and versatile as a player he is. Because we were debating him at left back, then we had a debate about him on the left wing. Now we're debating him on the right wing. Like, he's just a very good player,
I saw
man.
some stat on Twitter. It was like Saka has like 6 starts at right wing, and he's contributed to 6 goal involvements or something like that. Like, it was just.
I think he's better right wing than he is left wing, though. If I'm honest,
Even-
as in, especially goal contribution wise.
Even that
Left
goal-
wing, I don't know. He's good at assisting from left wing, but it's like he doesn't get goals from there. I don't know. Like,
It's easier when you're a left foot player.
I
Cutting in
think he's
and
only got like 5 goals and 2 assists, but his stats aren't really a mad thing. If we're being
They're not a
honest.
mad
He's
thing.
Yeah,
got
but
like-
that's just his goal involvement. So when you
Yeah.
watch him play,
when you watch
Playing
it,
well.
The gameplay is good.
everyone knows
It's
when
brilliant.
Arsenal
It's
need to
really
attack,
positive.
it kind of goes through him. And
even
everything.
that goal that unfortunately got disallowed yesterday, that was a
Yeah.
rocket, man. Like, that goal was
Yeah,
beautiful.
like literally in that game, Saka could have had a hat trick within like the first 15
5 minutes. Yeah,
First half he's going crazy.
keywords.
Sorry, English teachers.
Yeah, but if we're talking about how players play then, but then like I'm not saying Traore because I said Saka, but then Traore is unplayable, bro.
But that guy has
You can
scored a
lock
goal in
That,
a year.
I can't lie, he's been cheap.
But like, bro, when you watch him play, he's always
He's been
unplayable.
arse.
He's not been doing
But
that
like,
good.
what
though.
I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is stats don't do justice to him. How scared, not scared, but
The only
how,
thing I
like,
can vouch for you on that one,
cautious defenders are.
I'll help you on that point, is they've been playing him right wing back a lot, like
Yeah.
in their formation that they're playing. So he's not really gonna be able
And he's
to
normally
get your
playing
goals
back
and
at the top
assists.
there, yeah.
Come on, he's playing right wing back.
I think
wing.
about Traore.
But last season when he was playing right wing, he was dangerous.
Racking
So
up,
it's
yeah.
like due to formation, I can't vouch for him.
Also,
But
who-
yeah, that's the thing.
You know Lukeman from Fulham.
Lukeman.
Is he- no, he's not.
I don't know Lukeman. I can't lie.
I know Lookman.
I know Lukeman.
You know Lookman. I know that
The
one.
Niger man, the baller.
Luke.
Who's
For
Lukeman?
Lukeman from Love Island and that.
Oh yeah. I need some baller still.
yeah.
He's hard, man.
This guy's a haters, bro. But you know
We
what
were
I'm
talking
saying?
about outside
No,
the
I
top
was
6,
asking-
not outside the 6 tiers.
Hey, the leg.
I was gonna say like I was gonna ask firstly because I was gonna inquire about him. Like, where does he play? Left or right?
Lookman.
The Fulham.
Left wing.
I didn't even say his name. Fulham, bro.
Yeah, they left wing.
Nah, but I just thought he deserved the honourable mention.
Wait, what are you saying? His name is that hard to pronounce?
No, bro. What are you trying to insinuate?
I feel like someone who deserves a good honourable mention is Bowen. I feel like.
Oh yeah, that's
Hey, kind of like the West Ham team is patterned, bro.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
they've got players,
bro,
man. That's why they've had such a good record this January and February. Like, they've done well.
I feel like Bowen, that guy is a player. Like, bro, I just think he's a bit special. Like, he gets on the ball and he just does something. He just like
came from Championship.
Positive,
as well.
innit? That's what I'm saying, man. I think
so many ballers in that league,
Championship
man.
is just. Oh, I think a lot of people are going there now, and you get
People
it for cheap as
sleep
well.
on that. People don't realise, innit? That's why people.
Yeah, now they realise anything.
So many Championship ballers this season as well. Like you've got James Justin, you've got Bowen,
Ben
Rama,
Yeah, true.
Cash. Just
Well,
bare man.
even like,
Watkins,
it's a
just
while
bare
ago,
man.
man. Robertson came from a championship.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, they were a championship.
Literally.
Relegation side.
That's what I'm saying.
Ronaldo was getting relegated.
From, Newcastle.
Like some of these lower league teams, like they're finally getting shown love in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some gems in those leagues, in it. So
They know their scouting system works well still.
100%.
I think it's better to doing that anyway because you're getting people that have experience in Prem-ish if they get
Yeah, not
they get
the
like
physical
even
side of
Norwich. I'm
football.
surprised that Norwich kept a few of their players. At
I'm
the top.
surprised Campbell stayed
I
and
mean,
Aaron's.
That's what I'm saying. All these lot.
They got talent there.
Yeah,
Still.
They stayed loyal, man.
Aaron's, bro. Remember, we were gonna grab a
Barcelona will link with
Bro,
Aaron.
I'd be
It's
heated,
mad.
you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, not being able to go to Barca. Fuck.
I can't lie, nah.
Bro, how
I'm
do
not.
your career get
I can't lie.
That's mad,
I'm not. I'm going on a little ban. I'm not playing.
I'm doing
Barcelona. You're turning Barcelona down.
Barcelona.
No,
I'm
I'm
going
going.
to Tevez.
I'm
I'm
going.
going back.
Mobs, you know what? I'm buying the ticket. I'm going there. I'm looking at Barcelona.
Nah,
Bro, they could've done
my
that.
agent's getting fired. Marvin,
Yeah,
you think you can ruin that deal for me?
I'll rip the
And
contract.
you're
in front of the club.
still my agent? No.
No way.
He
I'm going Barca.
had more than Barcelona. Liverpool as well, bro.
Yeah, like, he had no, but he deserves it. He played.
I just.
Of course he did, bro,
He
but
shouldn't be at Norwich now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
I don't know what
Bro, he's-
happened.
No, you know what
and
happened,
why he
bro?
stayed.
He went Premier League. He's in Premier League now. He's now gotten used to the level. Now he's reached new heights, and now he's getting relegated. And these men aren't selling him. They're not letting him exceed.
it's
the
not
Well,
second
sometimes contracts are just.
I know,
tight,
but
innit?
bro, come
it's
on,
not,
man.
it's
Like,
not
it's
even
just
it's
deep,
not even
bro.
a given now that he'll get like
That
Bro,
move
bro,
again,
the
innit?
career, yeah, bro. He might just have stalemated now. Now there's like, you know what? He's not really that good anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I
sign
feel,
for
I
someone
feel like
else.
sometimes in them situations, once you got hype, you have to just take
You
it.
have
And
to
an
take it,
opportunity
bro.
comes
You
to
have
you.
to take it.
Because there's so many players that they've got hype, they haven't moved, and now they're just a player.
No, because bro, when you're at that level where you're fully confident, if you go to a better team, bro, while you're confident, then you can just carry on being. Then you're consistent as well. You
Then
just
just
become
keep
better.
leveling up.
Then you level up, bro.
But,
You level up.
So just
You
to
definitely
bring
put
it back. What you say?
So you're definitely putting second.
I've already wrote his name down. I'll be real.
Wait, yeah, the majority
I
of them
think-
are
I
second.
think-
Majority,
I
innit?
think
Majority
it was a
is
given
Saka,
still. I just
I'm
feel
surprised no one mentions Zaha.
I put
Well,
Zaha on
he's
the
left
left.
wing. That's the thing, innit?
You know,
But you
I
might
feel
put
like-
Grealish
We should
there.
do best two wingers, bro. Because if we do that, then I think couple man that.
To
Zaha's been good this
to me,
season.
No,
to
we're
me,
gonna make,
this-
bro. I'm the one that always sings his praises in our group chat. I'm
That's what I'm saying.
literally-
Obviously,
I feel
I
like
wouldn't
Saka- I
mention
feel like
that.
Saka's been better than Zaha this year. Though.
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. That's the
Zaha-
fact.
I think
Impact
it's-
wise,
Zaha-
Impact wise, everyone knows
The team-
Zaha is
the
levels.
teams
Zaha's
are.
played the majority of his games up front, bro. Like it's a whole different.
He's
argument.
played
Not majority. I feel like it's like
No,
maybe
he
50
goes
or
to
60-40.
win
60-40. I think
when
it's like
someone,
that,
no, bro, when someone
Most of the time
gets
it's
out,
Ayew,
trust
bro.
me,
Yeah.
no, Ayew doesn't start that much. Benteke's been starting.
Ayew doesn't start that much.
Bro, what happens is when they bring on a player like
Ayew
Ayew,
always comes off
when
the
they
bench.
bring on Ayew or
But Aye's played a
Batshuayi,
lot of games, bro. Up
Off the
front.
bench.
No,
He hasn't started a lot.
No, but still, it's like he plays left wing and up front, and he's only playing up front now. It's like the same, as I said, Martial with Man United. They're only playing him there because they need someone to just play there. Like that's what Palace are doing the same thing. Like, and he's doing good, but
You know what it is?
it's just not gonna be.
If we like regarded Grealish as a centre mid, Zaha 100% would be in this list.
Yeah, 100.
but bro, Zaha has played a lot of games up front, a lot, bro. Like he
I would
starts.
have classed him as a striker.
Personally, I think this season.
didn't see
now you class him as
It's the
striker.
same. No,
I
it's
would
the
have
same.
said
FIFA, I'll say
striker.
striker, yeah, but like as a player, as we all know
Bro,
him,
it's-
how many years has he been at this club for playing?
Yeah, but we're
playing
talking
at
about this. When we talk
Yeah, I know,
about
but
this
I'm
season,
saying-
it's the same
how do
way
we-
this season Fabinho isn't a DM, he's a centre back. It's the same way this season Zaha is a striker, he's not a winger.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
agreeing with that, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But
Okay,
he's also
so-
played it. That's the point. Like we know him as a left winger. He's doing a job up front,
Yeah, you can't
and he's
rub
playing
out
left
what
wing
he's
as
done as
well.
a winger,
Do you know what I
like,
mean?
this
Like,
season. You
I
can't
know it's
rub
this
out.
season, but he's still played.
But
left
even
wing
this season,
as well.
he's done stuff on the wing.
That's
That's
what I'm
that's
saying.
that's my only
That's the
point.
point.
But
Like,
I'd have
he's done it.
I personally would have.
Let's just clear this
If
up
you
now.
look at
Oh,
Zaha's stats this season, 8 goals, I think about 5 assists.
Yeah.
it's
Impacts
mad.
in the game. Bro, come on, man.
So-
But I'm not arguing his
Throwing a couple
I'm
nutmegs.
arguing his position.
Cool. So for the sake of this list, are we regarding Zaha as a winger or a striker?
Let's just do majority. Innit? I think he's a striker.
I'll say
No. For discussion's sake, I will regard him as a winger, innit? But I'm still keeping Saka in there. That's my argument.
I'd still keep Saka.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool. So Zaha's a winger striker.
But I'll still have Saka over just simply because.
Are you still having him?
I'll still have Saka on the right wing, especially.
No, he's following.
I've always had this. Don't try that
No,
because
you're following.
you didn't even make the list. Don't fucking do that.
You're following.
No, I don't even try that because I had Zaha on the left mid.
So why is he
wait?
I had him on the left mid. You man outvoted me. You outvoted me because on the right wing, Saka
we're saying winger. No, we're saying wingers.
Best two wingers.
Best two wingers. Bro, on the wing I had Zaha and Saka. That was my list.
No, but I'm talking about
exactly. So what you
okay, but you have Grealish there, so you have it now. Saka or Zaha.
Bro, what? On the right wing?
Wings, bro.
Just best two.
You said no. Let me make it easy for you. So you said you had Zaha and Saka.
Which question am I answering?
No, just
he asked me. What best two?
Let me pose the question. He's asking. Grealish is on the left already.
Yeah.
If you're picking out of Zaha and Saka,
as a
winger, right wing.
No, not right wing. As a winger.
As a winger.
Explain it. Don't complicate.
I'm probably gonna stick with. I don't know, man, because on the right wing, on the left wing, I prefer Saka.
Just who's the better winger?
No.
I think Zaha.
So you have,
but better on the right.
No. Okay,
that's my point.
Okay, so you have Zaha over Saka.
So you want Zaha?
No, are you idiot? Are you man? Are you not?
No,
fucking listen. One player can be built on the left, then and another player can be built on the right.
No, I'm just saying.
On the left, I'm Zaha. On the right,
forget about the wing, bro.
You said between the two.
This is stupid.
Bro,
this doesn't even make sense.
Can we calm down?
Answer the question.
So to get back on topic. Yeah.
No, wait.
No, shut up.
I'm not shut up. But I need to understand.
But we understand what Sam said.
No, he doesn't know.
He said on the right, if I'm picking a right winger, I'm having Saka.
Yes.
If I'm picking a winger, I'm having Zaha.
You know what? You tried to do a thing. You tried to do a thing in the floor.
No, I wasn't.
You tried to do a thing in the floor.
This guy, because he's not listening, bro. Listen, take it off. Listen, let me speak, bro. I never said right or left, bro. I just said, okay, you forgot Grealish in there as a winger. Not if you're gonna play him left or right. As a winger, who would you pick, Zaha or Saka?
I literally posed that question.
But he's saying, I'm telling you.
He said at right wing.
But that's what, bro.
No, you're not listening, bro.
No,
listen.
in this list, bro, who would you have?
You're not making.
You know you're complicated.
You know, okay, cool.
I don't care, bro.
If you're listening, alright, Eden, listen. In this list, yeah, as we already clarified,
yeah,
Grealish is on the left mid, yeah, left mid, Grealish, okay. So the only spot left is right wing. I've said from the jump, Saka. So what are you trying to say?
He said, if we're just picking a better winger, I'm picking Zaha. That is literally, he said that 5
I prefer
minutes ago.
Saka on the right wing.
You wasn't understanding. That was what I was trying to say.
But you know
and
what?
I answered it about 500 times.
You wasn't listening.
Oh wait, Ace, who are you picking? If you're having a winger, who are you picking?
Zaha, bro, and Grealish. That's my point. I think we should change it to the best two wingers. That's my point, bro.
Okay.
That's what I wasn't arguing left and right.
And Van who are you having?
Yeah, I was having Zaha. I think as an overall, but I'm not having Zaha on the right. That's my point as well. Same as I can't.
Same as me.
I've seen him on the right, and he's good, but he's just not as good as Saka is on the right.
Exactly.
But on the left, Zaha is way better.
Like, so you tried it and you flopped.
No, what do you mean I tried it, bro? Because I wasn't trying it. All I said was on the wing.
Unfortunately, we've got Grealish left wing, and the only available spot is right wing.
No, don't say that, because now
Alright, cool. So we're picking a right winger. So we're picking a right winger.
Rattled,
you want to say, oh, this is not.
And my point stood regardless.
I told you wings.
But the debate's done now. The debate's done now.
Just say you're stubborn.
Are we going to continue?
Are we going to argue or
are we going to pick some centre mids? Because I like my ball players.
I like my ball players as well.
I want Sam to answer the midfield first.
It was random.
Come on,
can we deviate back? Look, are we picking two of the best wingers or are we picking a right winger?
We're picking our right winger because this is the starting 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way,
so Saka makes the list. All of that argument was for nothing.
It was for nothing.
No, because you was
going on to the two
centre mids.
So going on to the two centre mids. We're talking about centre mids, we're talking about DMs, we're talking about CMs, and we're talking about cams.
Anything.
So anywhere along the middle that you play, that's what we're talking about, of course. So there's a lot of different names and there's a lot of ballers who have played that a lot of people have been kicking on this year.
100%.
So Ace, when you look at your centre mids, like who who are your top two? Because I know there's a lot of names that are out there.
Yeah.
I know one person on your list
as well. I had Alan,
and
I had Calvin Phillips. I think he's been.
I love Calvin Phillips.
You had those two as your starting 11 midfielders.
Yeah, man. Obviously, outside the top six. Yeah, man. I think those two. They've been good.
Obviously,
Calvin
Phillips,
Phillips.
Alan and Calvin Phillips.
Yeah.
My two were I had 4 initially in it, but I had to just come down to 2. I know it's
You're
hard.
gonna
Trust me, like when
Can't
I
lie,
say them,
there's so many
when I
bullets
say
in
them,
the
we all
midfield.
shot.
It's
But
tough,
like, I agree with you on the Calvin Phillips. I can't. Alan's playing well, but I picked Suchek over him. I think he's been playing like.
You see, because I've been hey,
I think he's been. Nah, man. Like, if you look at his stats,
I've been shouting at Suchek from the beginning.
Bro, he's a DM. He's a DM, and he's got stats like a cam. No joke. And
impact.
And he's the second top goal scorer.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's not goals in. It's not even his game. And they even keep kind of referring him back to Fellaini, how Moyes' foul that he's been playing. But
someone tried to refer him as like a Vieira or something.
He's even better than Fellaini because he's actually got tech. He breaks it up as well. Breaks it up.
Fellaini was just for celebration.
So that's my 2 innit. But I need to shout out. Actually, no, I'll let you man do yours, and I'll shout out the 2 that I had.
Can I say my point on Calvin Phillips quickly?
Go on.
Obviously, Police playing in the midfield, like it's a high intensity midfield, and obviously playing there, like it's difficult for him, innit? But he's come in and he's just like he's just controlling the midfield. I think when he plays for England as well,
he needs to break.
He
needs to break.
The way he distributes the ball. What do they call him? The Yorkshire Iniesta or something?
Yeah, baller.
Baller, man.
Do you not think he should move though?
I don't know. Leeds are doing
well. I think he needs to stay again.
Yeah, because Leeds ain't doing too bad in the league. They're like 7th, 8th.
I think game time is essential for him though, man. Because I swear he's still young as well, no?
He's like 23, I say.
Yeah. 23, man. So that's what I mean. Like game time is essential, man. And I'm all in for like big moves and that. But sometimes when you get the big move, you end up being benched, not that man anymore and all that. So it's just like ruins your development, man. It's just
Van der Beek.
Yeah. So I think you should stay a couple of seasons and then be that man, innit? I think so. But go on. You man do your other one. What's your centre?
Obviously, I regarded Grealish as a centre mid, innit? So I had Grealish and Suchek. But obviously Grealish is not.
Yeah. So if you didn't have Grealish, what other?
I had Calvin Phillips 3rd place as well. He's a player still.
I've got quite a different list, you know. Okay. So, like, I'm surprised no one mentioned Declan Rice.
Yeah, he's in mine.
I'm surprised no one mentioned.
That's my honourable
mention. It was
either Declan.
You've got other players, like for example, you got Ruben Neves, baller midfielder. Very good. Like, I feel like
I feel like this season
he hasn't kicked on.
I feel like
even at his club, Moutinho's been better than him.
He started really good, man. But then the way it is, it's just because he started playing the bigger club. He started going down. I was like, you ruined it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks like. But then the big teams, when he played against big teams, that's when I'm excited to see these guys like show up. You know what I mean? And he just kept like dropping, and then you show up against like a lower team, and I'm like, oh. Why'd you not do that against these? So it's just like, you know what I mean? That's what happened when I was contemplating him.
Yeah, man. You had
no. I'll just say names, but like. I was gonna say Partey as well. Like, I feel like he's getting overlooked, but he hasn't really had much game time in it. That's why I couldn't put him in there. But midfielders out of the top 6, I would say was Suchek and Declan Rice.
Alright, so I had someone different. I had Declan Rice, but then I had James Ward-Prowse. I feel like when you look at him,
I
think he's like the highest like scoring centre mid right now, or one of the highest scoring centre mids.
He's 6th when it comes to scoring, but assists he's top 2.
Yeah. On any dead ball situation, put that guy on it, whether it's a corner, free kick, indirect, whatever it is. I just feel like in that Southampton centre mid role, I feel like when you play a 4-4-2 as well, like you've got to work hard when you play centre mid, like bombing up, bombing back, like
box to box.
So like what he brings to that centre mid, even the captain being given leadership and such. Like, that's why I put him in as well. And Declan Rice, like, you might know how to shout like
Declan Rice. Harsh though.
I just feel like Suchek is having an amazing.
This guy hates bad players. I'm just deep.
Now, what do you guys see in Declan Rice?
I see a lot.
I see a lot.
Let me put it into like a world class perspective for you. See how in the World Cup Kante and Matuidi made Pogba look that good, and when Pogba comes back to United, he don't look that good. Because he plays.
What are you speaking about?
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm scared of it. Like, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Let him land.
I'm just trying to give you when Pogba played next to Kante and Matuidi, he was free to do what he wanted, and because they did all like the cleaning up, like the dirty work, etc. When you look at Declan Rice, he does all of the basics in football so well.
Yeah.
Like he does all of the little stuff so well, and then he adds more to it. Even this year, I feel like he's added more going forward in terms of like the passes he's picking out and his vision and his creativity. He's given more, as well as being like their defensive rock in front of their back three at the back. You got to remember that they're playing Cresswell as a makeshift like left centre back. He's not used to playing that position. But when you got two like behemoths in front of you, like Souček and Declan Rice, like makes your job much easier. It's like how Tottenham centre back's job are made much easier playing in front of Højbjerg and Sissoko and Ndombele. Like you're playing next to someone like Declan Rice who does it all, innit? Like I feel like that guy can be like class. Like
so
class.
I can't like we've mentioned.
It's a fair shout, but I just think there's other men ahead of him.
I feel like we've mentioned a lot of CMs, Joe. So what's our deal?
A common name was Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips, yeah, for sure.
I don't mind.
I'm fighting for Souček for me.
I'm fighting for Souček as well.
That's me personally.
I think Souček's compulsory in there.
Just because,
generally because
he's
CDM
some joke league. I don't know where he came. Some joke, and then he came here and now compare that league to Prem. Let's be real. Like,
where did he come from again?
Came from
Some Czech Republic club, like, and then come here. Ripping it up, like ripping it up.
Ward Prowse and Declan Rice.
But the thing is, the Ward Prowse was.
Rice over Souček.
If you ask me to buy someone for my club, I'd pick Rice over Souček.
Yeah, but that's
potential. That's potential.
Yeah, that's potential. But that's young.
No, just based off their ability right now.
And what we knew was
fair. But I think I'm going Souček.
I'm going Calvin Phillips and Souček.
Yeah, that's mine too.
I'd agree with that still. I don't as well. But
I mean, I agree with Souček.
Agreeing.
I'm not really strong.
Agreeing.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Agreeing.
Yeah, I'm not
They
really.
were all like honourable mentions.
Yeah, honourable mention.
I feel like if anyone on the game.
My last honourable mention was Bissouma out. That's the one I had to shout him because I was stuck with him, because I wanted to bring him in Bears, but Calvin Phillips and Souček, both of them are just like they're just doing so well, and so is Bissouma because that's we watch football, we know why. But
another shout I want to give. I don't know if you man will agree, but I feel like Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa is playing really good. As well.
Doing well.
But let's move on to the strikers.
Well, agreeing Calvin Phillips and Souček.
Yeah.
Big Souček.
Strikers though.
So
this is the one.
strikers are very competitive.
It's juicy.
Two strikers, yeah.
So we have two strikers that we're putting on top. I'm just saying it's based off this season.
Yeah. I'm gonna go first on this one just so I can start off the controversy if you lot agree or not.
Yeah.
Took me long and hard to come up with this one.
That's what she said.
That's what they all say. Oh, hey. But yeah, no. Where's the drum roll? Where the drum roll now? Too late.
I don't know which one it was. I was thinking that shit.
So my first one is Bamford. He's starting for me. That's my one. Bamford, and then my other one.
Wait, you can't just skip past it.
Bamford.
Yeah.
Lemon.
He scored 11 goals this year.
Bro. Okay, go on.
Lemon.
Whatever striker you're gonna say above, except for he scored more than him. You know that, right?
You know he's like third top goal scorer.
Don't even. Go on, and then my other one, just because I'll start between Calvert-Lewin and him, but I'm going to pick him just because of what he does for his club, is Wilson. The only reason why he was injured, I swear, came back with less amount of games, bagged 10 goals already, and Newcastle need. Like without him, they just might as well just take a trip to Championship now, because without him it will be game over. Literally, like,
who's the other striker?
That's the one-way ticket, bro. Like,
who's the other striker again? What's his name? That's how you know.
Joe Linton.
Yeah,
Linton. Can't like he's late still.
Crazy, man.
He done nothing.
But yeah, that's my two.
Alright, so Ace, you had a problem with one of the shots. So who's yours?
I had Calvert-Lewin and Wilson.
Okay.
Obviously, my thing on Bamford is cool. He's done well with 11 goals. I can't even argue with that, innit? But he's in a team where they play high intensity football, and there's been games where like they've lost like 6-3 and he scored like 2 goals. So, bro, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
how does that take away?
I'll be honest, his job is to score, innit? Like,
how can you take that away from him though?
It slightly does, bro.
No, because his job is to score, innit? Like, if he's scoring, then it's like, if they lost 6-3 and he didn't score, I'll be like,
would you rather just 6-0?
It's like at the end of the day, he's doing his job, scoring goals.
And I think Wilson is better than Bamford.
Shall I tell you why I picked Bamford over Lewin? Is because Lewin had an amazing start, bro. Like, everyone was screaming him. Even if you had him in your team, your fantasy team, you're getting points for days. Yeah. But then he started to just drop off slowly, and it's like, I don't know. It's bit like if he kept that form, it's him all day. It's him. Have it. He's there.
I can flip it because Bamford, when he started, he didn't really kick on. And as of late, he started scoring a few goals. Not from the start, bro.
I'll give him that point. Not as much as Lewin. Not as much. I'll give it, but he was still scoring. That's the thing. He was still scoring. But then he kicked on more by scoring 2 and then 2 and then 2. It's like, yeah, it's just the time for progress.
You know what I'm saying? He scored like I think 2 games, like 2 goals and then the hat-trick and 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think that's how we
kind of like.
Nero, what strikers were you considering?
No, I was gonna put Wilson in there 100% because his goals, like when he's bare.
Why are guys tapping me? Oh,
that's what guys are on, yeah.
Guys are just nudging me.
Believe him.
Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak.
Say no.
Yeah, Wilson.
The thing is, yeah, I was gonna give this a shout. You know, Shea Adams. I think he's very good. I think he's good at. I just give it honourable mention.
Maybe the best striker is his team.
No, of course Danny Ings, bro. But I like Shea Adams. I just like watching him play, bro.
Oh, okay.
But I'll put Ings in there as well.
Shea Adams is very technical, you know.
That's why I only gave him an honourable mention because Ings is the only player that's.
He missed that pen in it, but yeah, no.
I'm just saying.
Everyone misses pens, man.
No, I'm only saying I like Shea Adams, but Ings has to be in there, bro. I just think Ings is like he's just cold finisher. Consistent, bro. If you put him in front of goal, bro, it's not like if he's on form or not, he's banging it in because that's just his job, bro. It's not like because he's in form, he's gonna bang, or if he's not in form, he's gonna miss it, bro.
He might have even scored the goal of the season against Aston Villa.
Bro, do you know this goal that got ruled out as well? Like, you know what I'm saying? You should like it's just deep, bro.
Got shagged with so many
it's just
VAR
deep, fam. Ings is hard, man. Ings is so hard.
Let's not even talk about it, man.
It's gone.
I know, but still, VAR are still shagging them. I had Calvert-Lewin and Ings. I feel like they've just been the 2 most consistent strikers, always scoring goals. Obviously, Ings was out for like a period of time, and you can see that, bro. Like Southampton really needed and everything, and obviously when he came back, but other than that, no, he's still been one of their like main goal threats and everything. So yeah, those are my 2.
2 times in the last 7 games. That's my.
But he hasn't really been on start of the season though.
My thing is, if we're talking about strikers,
some strikers dip in and out of form, but you can still see he's still class.
My thing is, I haven't said my.
Man, and the way he plays as a target, and he grabs the goals, and he brings people in play.
Yeah. So my 2 were Bamford and Calvert-Lewin. I feel like Bamford is a very solid shout. The guy is like one of the top. He's came from. Bear in mind, he's come from the Championship. So and then he's come into the league and he scored 11 goals already.
And he had bare hate on him as well. Bro, people were dying.
Can you do it in the Prem? Okay, I'll show you my 11 goals.
He's done it.
They bought Rodrigo as a potential replacement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you just showed them, don't do that ever again.
He's showing them up.
Yeah. Rodrigo's a baller as well. I was expecting to keep him out. Yeah, you got to rate.
Yeah, I was expecting big things. I'm surprised.
When you look at the names he's under in the top goal scorer, Fernandes, Calvert-Lewin, Kane, Son. Bro, they're all world-class players.
He's on the same goals as Jamie Vardy, bro.
Yeah. So you man rating Wilson's thing?
I really rate.
I put them two together, Wilson and Bamford.
I said
if you ask me, because are we saying okay? Let me ask you this: are we putting Lewin in? We're putting Lewin in, yeah.
Lewin's in.
Do we all have Lewin?
I said
majority's got Lewin. Majority have Lewin.
You two have Lewin.
I have Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, you got Lewin as well. So he has to go in then. He has to.
Cool. So
and
if you're asking me, between 2 strikers this season, Wilson and Bamford, better player. Who's gonna get me more goals? Who's gonna bring people into play more? Is Wilson 100%? 100%.
In that regards, I'm going with Wilson as well. But the thing is, Bamford has had a better goal scoring record this season. But I feel like
Wilson's
got like 10 goals.
Yeah, he's got 10.
Still better technically, but I'm still going with Wilson. I can't lie.
I thought you man would fight for Ings.
I don't know.
I thought Ings deserved more.
I think Lewin and Ings are on the same level, and I think right now it should be Bamford and Wilson. That's what I think.
I personally,
due to form as well. Remember, it's this season. We're bracketing that this season. Like I think.
Well, who would you pick out of Wilson and Bamford?
Aubameyang. I can't lie. Bamford still.
It's hard, man.
I pick Wilson, innit?
Wilson's is far between them two.
Wilson's got so much more than
Wilford's the most overall player.
He doesn't have it. He's a target, man.
And he chases forward. And then that's his chasing out everyone as well.
Come on, man. And he scores. You man need to respect Wilson. Cool. So first season at Newcastle.
No, I respect him. That's why.
And then in a relegation.
We've got to come to the decision. Who are we picking?
Bamford or Wilson?
So he
Wilson.
I'm going with Wilson.
Bamford, Wilson.
Wilson.
Wilson's out, man. Why is that Lewin? Take out Lewin and put in Bamford.
I don't know why Lewin's in there. I can't lie, bro.
I'm not.
Because no, he's a very good striker. But
this season, Lewin's got his team.
I have Bamford
better.
Because I said Ings and thing in it. But if you want to have an Ings, then
Alright, so to wrap up our starting 11 outside the top 6, we've got we've got Emi Martinez in goal, we've got Matty Cash at right back, Vestergaard and Gabriel at centre back, and we've got Digne at left back. Then we've got Grealish on the left wing, we've got Calvin Phillips and Souček, my boy, at centre mid. We've got Bukayo Saka. Let's just make sure our admin don't fuck up his name again.
Whoever that is.
At right wing, and then up front under a lot of controversy. A lot. We've got Callum Wilson and Dominic Calvert.
Yeah.
Let me ask one question. Do you think the starting level would be any teams at the top 6?
Yeah.
In the top 6.
Find out in the next episode.
Definitely beat Chelsea.
Oh yeah, Chelsea gets smoked 100%. I was they're dead, bro.
Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like that.
Alright,
wrap it up then.
remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button as well, leave a comment on what episodes you like us. Or what.
Subscribe, man.
Subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers.
We're on Spotify as well. Check us out.
Let us know what position.